DSTV's production of Summer Season is brought to you by The Block Nutrition. Tired and drained after a hot summer day? Come to The Block Nutrition for a refreshing, loaded tea or hydration, because The Block is always hot.
Good. Get under his hip. Good. Good. You're helping. Get under his hip. Get under his hip. Get under. Ending. We're not doing the collision part. We're going to add that after. So the idea is I want to be about 1.5 yards behind. I call it 2x2 trail. So I'm 2 yards behind, 2 yards inside. I want to be between the quarterback and the receiver because all the help that you have is where? Over the top. Backing up. Get under. Go. In and in. Hey, go. Hands on. Get under that throw. In and in. Good.
You know, the month of June is grueling. It's a tough month, man. You know, you got kids doing their 2 or 3 sports, from football, basketball, baseball. You're working out in the morning for football. You're going to play basketball. You're going to play baseball in the evening. So if you can break up June with just a short 3-day week, get everything necessary crammed into those 3 days and give them a long weekend for a break, give them another weekend to have a chance to go travel and be a kid, because we want our kids to, I mean, it's summer, but you know, we want our kids to still be kids, you know, so they give them a little something to work towards the end of this week to have a little break, because June is tough, you know, it's part of it. So we're going to take these 3 days and we're going to get after it and then take a little break and get ready to go again and finish up the month.
When he runs a bubble or a swing, you go to that because 2 and 3.
We want to build a nasty defense, a nasty brand of football. We want to be physical. We want to fly around. You know, we want to create chaos where it's time to create chaos, which is something I think we can get better at.
Summer for me with 7-on-7 is a time to make sure we get all of our pass coverages in order. And we've been working a lot on that. We work 7-on-7 every Wednesday, and so that's really kind of been our focus. Defensive lines, working a lot of their pass rush moves, things like that. So that's what we've been working on primarily. The transition actually has been kind of easy because all the guys have been in the defense now for 3 years, so the learning curve is a lot shorter. So the first, year when we're putting in all new stuff was a lot more difficult. So a lot of the guys that were playing now, they saw some playing time last year, even though they weren't starters. So they're already ahead of the curve, and I think we're doing a real good job with it. In spring, we did well.
Yeah, that's one thing defensively I want to continue to get more aggressive, and I think you can with our back end because you can play a lot more man. There's a lot more things we can do. We're going to be a lot more versatile this year than we have been in the past.
We're going to be overlooked because everyone looks at our season last year and the big loss that we had, but our defense, we're all bouncing back. We're not quite where we were last year, but we're definitely on the way there. And I think it helps our defense a lot because we've all played together in any kind of sport, whether that be baseball or pee-wee football, any of that. We've all played together since we were little, so now this is our time, our senior year.
Outside the DBs, the linebackers are probably the next group that has some of the most, the most reps, the most game ready with, Kai in that rotation with Jude and Jed last year. Jonas that started and bounced around the last couple of years. I mean, those guys with their experience, Kai kind of being our energy, our heartbeat of the defense with his energy, to get him tied in with somebody like a Trevor Lewis in the middle. With Trevor, Trevor's more like more the quiet type. He doesn't say as much, but physically he could be our best athlete all around on the field. Just a very strong, fast athlete. Very smart kid, is learning the game of football. So you get those two together in the middle, could be a deadly combination for us.
Blaine played a little bit last year. He's probably looking to be one of the starters this year. Cooper's pretty good too. He's done good this summer. And then at middle we got Trent Harris, big kid. Probably gonna play Will, could stop, run. Same with Trevor Lewis. He another big guy. And then they got a sophomore, Caden Allen, who's real quick, like safety type guy, but physical up and on the line. So he'd be a good pass kid. I think our main goal, it's like Coach Evers always says, if we get the safeties to offer, we did our job. And I think our main thing is just make plays up front and push it to the back if we have to.
Moving on to the middle linebackers or inside, got Kai Iron and Trevor Lewis. Both those guys, I think that's going to be the starting two as of right now. You know, both of them, they work hard, they fill their holes, and then I like having Kyle on the field because he's loud, he gets you fired up, and he relays the calls from the coaches. He's just a good motivational guy to be out there on the field with.
And then, of course, you know, the outside backers, you know, so far to this point, we really haven't seen Clark with his group because he had his off-season surgery with his shoulder and has been out. And we really haven't rushed him back because of his experience, but it also gives us a chance to look at everybody else that's going to be on the depth chart with him that's not him. So, you know, you got some quality reps with Burrell, with, you know, Gibbs. Another young guy that's going to storm onto the scene, Cedric Polk, you're going to learn a lot about in the next couple of years.
It's nice being able to see, like, it's like I'm looking from a different perspective. Like, I get to see how different people play it, and you get to learn how they play, like what they need to fix, and then I can help them out with that, and I can help myself out. I can't wait to put those pads on, man. It's been a long time. I missed spring, so I put on a helmet for the first time today, and it felt crazy.
Jones is hurt right now, but I've always, you know, looked up to him. He's always been the one up front that I've been watching since I was a sophomore. You know, we got some other guys like Kai and Trevor that are real big talkers in the middle that just elevate us all, you know, get us hyped up and help us out with whatever we need. And then we have the Gibbs, who's my right hand man. He's always on the other side. You know, we talk with each other, we give each other's pointers and tell each other, you know, pick it up or you're good. You know, just helping each other anywhere we can. I think our defenses over the year have been pretty dang good, and I've had a lot of guys to look up to, like Ethan Foster and Hayden Rushing and Eli, all of them, you know, just big guys that I've always looked up to and I just want to be like.
Man, our whole linebacker group is all friends. Like, we all get along great. We all see each other all the time. We hang out.
We're all real friendly to each other. We all work together. We're all always trying to compete with each other and get do just the best we can, just to be the best we can, you know, all the time.
Just getting better, like we're solid with like all of our calls and all, and knowing our responsibility, but it's just, I think it's just going to be the amount of reps that we keep on getting and keep practicing that's just really going to help us out more.
You know, the thing right now with our group being, you know, young and inexperienced, because not necessarily young, because we've got a lot of seniors going to play this year, but inexperienced seniors, you know, we can't get enough reps. We got to continue to grow by reps.
I think coverage-wise, we're really trying to get better at man. Different coverages that we got to play trail technique and get good at it. We're struggling a little bit with that right now and trying to get to our man.
Linebackers as a whole is probably our biggest position group, so we've got a lot of guys. In a 5A school like ours, you have a lot of that type of guy, kind of a bigger kid that can play and stuff the middle, and also, you know, some of them can play coverage, some better than others. But with the group, I feel really good about it. You know, the key in high school is making sure you have competition. So with the outside backer, Gibbs and Polk and Ja'Cory Gross, you know, everybody's fighting for the boundary side, outside backer. With inside backer, we've got 4 guys that I think we could go to war with. And during the season, you're always going to have injuries. Somebody's going to get hurt. So we're not thin. So, you know, if person gets hurt, it's not going to devastate us. So, and that's great. That's what you want to have in a group like that.
I'm hoping that we're feeling the difference and knowing the difference between our zone coverages and our man-type coverages, right? So in our zone, we're dropping to an area, take who comes to me. We got to be able to do Falcon, which we're playing our 2x2 trail technique that we just worked on. We didn't run it as much the last few weeks because we hadn't practiced it. We did today, we got it in. Tomorrow we'll play it a little more. Make sense? Tomorrow we're playing Denham. All right, by the end of the summer, we should have no questions on what we're doing in coverages. Like, all our coverages are in. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, break it down. Have a great night.
Have a great day, y'all. Love y'all boys. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Defense!
He got it on camera too. You're right there.
Wait, no, don't look through it. Look through it.
That thing's closed. Stop saying he's taking a video of us taking it. No, hold on. It's gotta be like I'm doing it.
Come on, Georgia.
Rachel, you look like an old man.
Wait,
look good?
You gotta click this.
When we step up on the step up, make sure I get full extension. I'm not trying to rush through. Get a full extension, drop the knee up, back down.
Or since when do we not play our brand of football? Since when don't we get hands on people? Since when don't we play physical? What's the problem right now? A lot of it is we're going through the motions because our legs are sore from stadiums or lifting or whatever. It's all excuses. It's BS. You're not playing Denham Springs football. If you don't want to play Denham Springs football, don't come out here.
Don't come out here just to play. You come out to compete. You know, it's fun when you're competing at a high level. Pretty good day though. That we got a big one tomorrow. We got a Central, Madison Prep, St. Helena, and Episcopal. Some pretty good lineup. So get plenty of fluids in you. Offensive guys, go put your tennis shoes on. You got 6 stadiums. Everybody else, you're checked out and good to go. Any questions? Get a break. See you, coach.
Everybody up! Go, son. Hey, good work, y'all. Let's get a family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hey! Quality program, made it to the Dome last year, got great coaching. Neil does a great job. First time I've ever really been on the field with him. So I was excited about that. I got a lot of respect for what he does. You know, quality team, disciplined team comes in, they're going to make you better. I just hope we did the same for them. And, you know, really pleased again, man. We just can't get enough reps right now with our kids. There's going to be some studs out here, good football being played. You know, we can't get enough reps. We just got to play. You got to keep playing. And like I said earlier, not just play, we got to compete. We got to learn to compete at a high level. We got to learn to compete when the lights come on, when there's people in the stands. And then we're going to continue to get better there, and just got to work and you know, finish up this week and kind of, you know, get through the month of June, getting better, and we're on that trajectory right now. We're getting a little bit better every week, so that's really all you can ask for. Well, I mean, that group could collectively be the best DBs I've ever had in my entire career.
Potential is endless with them. This is the best secondary I've ever coached. In my opinion, I really do believe we're the best secondary in the state.
We're just different, really. You know, it stands out when we play the game. I think we're the best because we don't give up passes.
Have you seen somebody score on the DB yet? There you go.
Mixing in a bunch of covers. Now we got all our coverages in. They've been doing really well with it. 2 weeks of 7-on-7. We had a couple games where teams didn't get first downs on us, competing very well. I like the physicalness we have in our press man. The zones are looking pretty good. That's where we get our most turnovers in. Overall, I'm very pleased with the way they've been working. The detail that's been the best so far is how physical they've been.
First couple weeks been pretty hard, but you know, it's only to get us better. I think we've been doing pretty good in the weight room, 7-on-7 and conditioning, so I think we working pretty hard.
working in the weight room, getting stronger. I mean, I feel like in the weight room we've gotten closer as a family, getting stronger with each other, getting closer. I mean, a lot of new kids coming in, you know, the freshmen coming in. It's just a lot of new people, and then, you know, us 4 DBs just getting closer with each other.
First 2 weeks of summer been good. Everybody been going hard and been really locked in on the running, and nobody been quitting. Like, everybody been encouraging each other to keep going on the running and stuff, and we've been doing good with a lot of energy in the weight room.
We mostly been working on, you know, getting bigger and endurance, you know, being able to play all 4 quarters and stuff like that.
You know, they're the perfect complement to both. So you have, you know, you have Varice and you have Deshaun on one side, you have Rancher and Hawkins on the other. They really do complement each other so perfectly. Their games so different, yet a lot alike. Their football knowledge, all of them, very strong. And what a group, the way it's just tied together. It's tight-knit, the way they get after each other and the way they push each other. You know, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch those 4 continue to grow together and play together.
You got Mason, who's like having a coach out there. He's very technical, very sound, but he wants to know the why. He takes everything very, very serious. He's almost like a perfectionist with it, and every little detail he has to iron out. He knows what the corner's job supposed to do. He knows the outside backers, safeties. So he's very reliable in that aspect.
I see really a bright light like in Mason. Mason been playing finna be his 4th year as a starter on varsity from freshman. So, you know, Mason, he's already experienced. He's seen everything. He knows all it.
He's a really good player. I mean, I can't tell you one time that I've really seen Mason beat one time. He always has locked up, and he's good.
Mason, he's also really good too. He's really overlooked. Yeah, he's really good. Really good technique. I think I try to be physical when I get on the field, like rough the receivers up, just to be the leader, like finally be like the big dog. 'Cause I always been like younger and looking up to everybody, so just to like lead the young kids and be a leader to them.
It goes out saying that Deshaun is one of the best players to ever come through Denham Springs. We could always rely on him. He's Mr. Dependable in the back end for us. You know, if something goes wrong, he's there to fix it, whether it's the run game or in the passing game.
Deshaun McBride, I mean, everybody knows him. I mean, he's a really good player. I mean, if I ever mess up, I know he's behind me to clean it up.
Deshaun, he's long and tall, and he's a ball hawk. He can go play the ball well.
Deshaun, you know, had a good breakout year last year. He's been putting in work.
I'd probably say our like communication on the field is really, I say it's really good because you know, he always communicating on what plays, and you know, we always want to be great.
It's exciting to be on the field with him. You know, not very often are you on the field with kids that you just go, you know, wow, they just wow you as a football guy. You know, I've been on the field with a handful of them, and I think we've got 2 of them in Varice and McBride. That every day you walk out and you just wowed by something they do, by the way they act, the business side, the professional, and in a high school kid to be so professional already. McBride and Varice, those are the easy ones to talk about. Those are the ones everybody knows about. But I tell you what, don't sleep on Rancher Miller or Brian Hawkins.
Rancher brings to us, he's a very physical, tough-nosed kid. He's probably the toughest player of our coach, and he's always there in the run game. He's our sure tackler.
Rancher, he's physical. He's gonna come down and hit and make the plays.
Rancher been a dog since he was little.
Rancher's a pretty good teammate. But on the field, he's really good for the run game and also the pass game as well. But he's really physical, which is something I like. He's also a good communicator as well. So
I feel like I'm like stronger on the run, physical. Like I want to be physical as I can. I mean, set the tone, get everybody hyped, get ready for the game, just set the tone. Everybody's ready to play.
Brian's coming along very well in the summertime. Every challenge I present to him, whether it be running, weightlifting, he's answered it. You know, and I think he's ready for a big time season. I think he's going to turn a lot of heads.
Brian is also really good. He didn't think he had a year that he wanted last year, but I think this year he's working really hard to get that year that he wants.
And then Brian, same thing. Like, I mean, he's just extremely good player and a really good person.
And Brian, he physical at the line, and he know how to stay with the receivers.
We all really have our own talent, you know. Like, we all can do our own thing, play our own side of the, like, doing our own thing to make the defense what it's supposed to be. Still learning, you know, getting better, small things. So I wouldn't really call myself that DB yet, but I'm getting there. I'm really being able to play for real to my fullest potential. You know, I got a whole lot better, got a whole lot bigger.
Finally get Hawkins a chance to really start full time. You know, you saw glimpses of him last year with Irick developing the way he did. But now you got Hawkins to run the show, and he's a perfect complement to Varice. And, you know, it's really pick your poison on each side of the field.
We, like I said, we different. We our own person. We hold each other accountable, and we all get better as a whole.
We all, like, we communicate and we play as a team in the back end. Like, we all together. and we know what we're doing.
It's like our brother bond. Like I feel like we communicate well. Like we understand each other. So like we're not coming off and like arguing. We like talk with each other, sit down, fix it, and then we're good. Like we solve the problem.
Making sure that everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing. Not just us, but like us talking to the front, talking to the backers and telling them, you know, hey, this is empty or it's 3x1. Not just calling our job to each other, but also to the outside backers and formations and things like that. So overall communication and just developing that leadership, that vocal side of it.
Obviously, we have a lot of talent back there. Not only the fact that they're talented, but they also work really hard. You know, they want to be the best. They lead by example, which all the young guys come up and they see Deshaun and Mason, those guys running full speed, and that makes them want to do it and understand what it takes.
Hey, Memorial of the Day story. Mason finna catch 2 picks, Deshaun finna catch 2 picks. We all finna eat, I'm finna have 2 touchdowns. Jared finna throw 9 touchdowns, we finna eat. Denham way. Let's go defense! Let's go!
Good game, good game.
Shallow, you're probably gonna have a fender, okay? The answer ain't shallow. Empty. Right, go. You're in the middle.
Huh? What coverage was that? 3, shifted to 3. Set up. Attaboy, 4! Big game, Jay. Line over here.
Yeah, line over here, drag it back.
Big game, boy. Good job. Hey, good play. Good play, boy. Good game, boy. Good game, good name, boy. Hey, 11, first down.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, line it up, line it up, line it up, line it up, line it up.
Hey, listen, hey. Here we go. Hey, listen.
Eddie.
Put the ball right here. Hey, listen, hey, empty, hey, listen, you're over here, okay? Empty left, okay, dancer, F double, HC.
This is my, you remember what you're talking about in the...
Hey, you good?
Cam, bubble.
He's in.
H seam, okay? So you're gonna
That's
run,
you. Hey, be
so
ready.
run right down the hash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good game, man. Keep working, keep working, keep working.
Did they tell you got to get in the purple for a touchdown?
They kept
You seem to get down to the one.
They kept
That's about all
saying
you
get
can
past
do.
the white. They kept saying get past the white. Look, here's what I want you to do. I want you to be inside. You're running the corner route, okay? You go outside and the smash. All right, you run a smash hitch on the outside. You're running the corner, okay? You got over the ball. Okay, so you're over the ball. Okay, okay. You got that Z. You got the Omaha.
Huh? Corner? Get a fade. Yeah. I'm saying just get around to the back of the end zone so that guy can't be on the outside of you.
Look for work, look for work, look for work, look for work.
Coach Caskey.
You have him over here. Go, hop run that bracket thing. You have him.
Coach Caskey.
We're putting the whooping on them, huh?
Did you watch the other GoPro video?
What other GoPro?
On DSTV?
No.
Shout out.
Shout
Watch
out.
it. You're in it.
Am I?
I think. Yeah, me and you were in it.
They did our interviews in there?
No, not that one.
Oh, they did.
When we were on the GoPro over there, we were talking. I had to chase
I don't know. Anyway, out here, St. Helena's pretty dog, you know. They think that they're the stuff, but we're putting a whooping on them right now. Not really, but we're trying.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
Hey, next week you're going to have to earn it. That's a liability. Tweet!
Put it on there. Put it on there. Put it on there. What's up, baby?
You game, coach. Game, boy.
What's up, Holly?
I'm happy with the day, I'll be honest with you. Now, the good news is, in real football, when we're in pads, we're going to finish these drives by running the football, letting RJ finish the drive. Some of you have been exposed the last 2 days. Some of you have to get better. So when you ass off in here, you come out here, you expect to be serious like you're going to do something, and you know what, that's not the case. Because quite frankly, we're not good enough just to walk out here and just think we're going to run through people. We've never been that good. We're not that good right now, nor will we be that good until we decide to make a change and grow up a little bit. But you know what, this bull, you showing up late and all that, it's game day. If you got your focus somewhere else, go do something else. I want dudes that want to be here, that want to compete. If I'm asking too much of you, you don't need to be at Denham Springs anymore. I want somebody that wants to compete at a high level. I want somebody that wants to come out here, freaking score every damn chance and lock people down every damn chance. That's what you got to do. But that's an attitude we're looking for. We want to get out here and get chippy the first half, but we just failed the second half. We just got our ass kicked. Central kicks our ass this half. Why? Because of us. Because we let up a little bit, we relaxed a little bit. You got to focus on the details. So going forward, yeah, it is 7-on-7. It has its place. But our place is to compete at a high level. Whether it's 7-on-7, whether it's chess, checkers, or real football, we're competing at a high level. But I want some dogs that want to fight. I want some dogs that are willing to make mistakes, willing to make big plays, willing to give up big plays, and freaking fight back and play the next play. That's what I'm looking for. First and second week, pretty good. Third week, trash. I'm not real happy today. We got a lot to look at. We got a lot to look at. If you think I'm looking at you, I'm damn sure looking at you. Understand? Yes, either get comfortable being uncomfortable and competing, or I'm finding somebody that's just a better competitor than you are. Yes, sir. Good? Get a break.
Let's get it up, come on. Get a family on 3. 1, 2, 3, family! Offense, right here.
Bro.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. Okay.
DSTV's production of Summer Season is brought to you by The Block Nutrition. Tired and drained after a hot summer day? Come to The Block Nutrition for a refreshing, loaded tea or hydration, because The Block is always hot.